Cause when we pull up, all aim. Yeah, you're looking at the truth, the money never lie. No, I'm the one, yeah.
Alright. All praises to the Most High. Shalawam, shalawam, shalawam. I am Zahavah Mashayah, and welcome to A Common Ground. And I have my sister here,
Shaima.
You have an official page or YouTube or anything?
I'm on Instagram as Shaima Israel, and that's really it.
Well, all praises to the Most High, and welcome to A Common Ground. So, me and my sister, we was just sitting here just talking, and she was mentioning the podcast and everything. We said we wanted to get some stuff started, and for me, it's like, this is my first time just getting started. Like, you know, I figured, like, I say I have a dream, a desire, I want to do something, and I get scared when it's time to actually do it. So, we doing it, you know? Yeah. And I have a series called A Common Ground. I'm sure you heard of it, right? You saw the videos and everything. Yeah. Can you give me, you know, your thoughts on what you think my approach is?
On the whole, like, how you doing so far? Yeah, I think you're doing good. How you had posted your first video of Common Grounds, and then how you immediately switched it up. And now it's like smooth, it's like free talking. It's more, you know, soft and calm. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I like that.
Oh, praises. Well, my goal was, because, you know, I feel like I'm, you know, facing a lot in this world. And sometimes I tend to cleave onto things that I know that could turn into something that's bad. You know, I'm out here looking for love, or I'm out here trying to, you know, please this person, please that person. And sometimes I get lost in that because I'm like, wait a minute, I believe in the Bible. And what does the Bible tell me to do? You know, and it's to, I guess, just walk like Christ. In order to do that, I got to read. So upon me just reading my Bible, I discovered that, man, I'm an Israelite. And the Israelite is a person, you know, the people from the 12 tribes of Israel that's in the Bible. And ever since then, I believe this was 2020, like at the end of 2020. And I had my daughter in 2021. I met, you know, a brother when I was like 5 or 6 months pregnant with my daughter. And, you know, he was speaking the truth, like, oh, you know, all this, you know, Christmas and then all the other stuff. And it was interesting to me because throughout my whole life, I've always been seeking, like, something, you know, like seeking something. So I just read the Bible and all that stuff. And, you know, here I am 4 years later, and it's like, wow. It's really like, wow. So, I mean, you know, hey, I'm already working on talking too much, so shoot.
You know, I don't know, it's a lot. People going through stuff.
Yeah.
I was just reading scrolling on TikTok this morning while I was cleaning up the kitchen, and I came across a video about the Pope, about how he's supposed to open in, what is it, 5 portals? What, today or tomorrow?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
hey, that's crazy.
So I started digging. I went on just, Google. I'm digging. I'm like, what? What
is this? This is about the Pope.
He's supposed to be opening, I guess, quote unquote, portals.
But you know why? You know something about the winter solstice. Look up that, because it was something about
the winter what?
The winter solstice. But I know for sure around this time is the month of Kislev. That's the 9th month of the biblical year. So we in our 9th month, kind of like close to the end of the month. And around this time we keep the Feast of Dedication, or they used to keep the Feast of Dedication. So just being over here and that being around all the Christmas times and all that stuff with the other pagan gods and all that stuff is like, dang.
Oh, we,
Yeah. Like, what are they doing, or what are they trying to prevent us from doing?
Right. About this?
No, I'm saying, like, just anything, like some stuff that we could touch bases on. I know when we was kind of like out there, we was like freestyling, getting into it, but
what was we even talking about?
Well, I know for sure we was talking about like depression and all that different type of stuff because it's like it is a lot going on, but I do know that like I don't know.
It's a lot because some people don't believe in it, and then you got some people who do.
Believe in what?
Believe in what?
You said some people don't believe in it, some people do.
About depression as a whole, whether it's some people believe it's just like spirits on you, and a lot of from what I've seen on social media, a lot of quote unquote Hebrew Israelites they don't believe in mental illness.
Why not?
That's what especially I don't want to say no names. But
so you saying they don't believe in mental illness as far as
depression, anxiety,
but all of that is real. I mean, I could understand that it could be spirits associated with it, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably what they're coming off as, but I would say as far as what I'm trying to do now is like try to see what spirit causes that. Or is it lack of obedience that causes that to like, I don't know.
That's a good subject right there too.
What, lack of being disobedience? Yeah. Well, like I said in my, the part 1 of willfully sinning, like for me, I felt that pretty much everything that I feel that I'm going through now is a result of that willful sin. So at this point, I can't even be like, oh my goodness, like nothing at all. Like it shouldn't even be any emotion attached to why I'm feeling this way. Because I already know.
I mean, there's actions to everyone's consequences, even myself. I can say that with myself, stuff I done did, I most definitely deserved it.
So how do you think we could like overcome that like depression or that anxiety feeling that we have on a common ground?
Man, sometimes you gotta fast, you gotta pray. Me, I'm isolate myself because that's when I think better. My mind is more clear when I isolate myself, and a lot of people take it as take it as offense because why you not talking to me? Why you want to be around me and stuff like that? But it's just like I'm just trying to clear my head. Let me clear my head, and then when I'm ready to talk, I'll come talk. Because what's the point of, you're not feeling well, you're depressed, and then, anything could really just set you off. I don't want to cuss you out and call you names, so if I don't have the nicest things, let me just shut up and let me go isolate myself. That's just how that's how I honestly been getting through it.
Dang, like, man. You don't understand, like, basically, I heard everything you were saying, but it was like a double-fold prophecy that was attached to it for me. Because the only reason why I recently been feeling like, oh, I'm depressed or I'm this or is that, because I have a mutual friend that they are feeling the exact same way we feel. We're women. And it's like they do the exact same thing that my sister do. But except I was like, I didn't understand that. But I understand it now. Because we're two or more, let a fact be established. I mean, I just see that as two witnesses to something that I know that I need to work on. So, if somebody wants to isolate themselves so they can get their mind together so that they can, have that peace of mind and work on themselves and think clearly like they're asking, I need to allow that. I simply need to allow that. Thank you for being a daughter of Zion. A beautiful, intelligent mother, a woman that's in her word. I appreciate that because you just don't know, man.
It's hard for everyone.
I know, but you just don't know. That just kind of like gave me a really humble spirit. And all of that depression, all that other stuff has just been because I'm a firm believer in what I read, and I'm a firm believer in what I know. And when you love someone, that's an action, not an emotion.
I spit that one a lot. Don't tell me, baby, show me.
I appreciate that. And then in the whole time, I felt that Ruach KODESH on you at the same time. That's why I said it was like a double fold prophecy, because I hear a certain voice and I can't get the Most High's voice out of my head. You know, I follow Yahushua HaMashiach, that's Jesus Christ, you know, the Messiah. HaMashiach, I follow that so I can hear that. And I believe that this whole time I've been going through everything in 2 years, and that love that I've been seeking after, like, it's all attached to that. So like I could really be pushing a person far away from me because I just act like oh, I need to be there, I need to do this, and not knowing that, hey, they just need some space.
Just a little bit. And who knows how long it's gonna last. But, you know, when they do get their mind clear, they're gonna come back in good spirits. And not with that low energy, you know,
I feel that. All
sad,
praises.
and because that energy can feed onto someone else.
Yeah, and it did, and that's crazy. Like I've learned you have to respect people's boundaries, respect their limits, respect their emotions, respect what they're saying. If you love them, you will hear them and listen to what they're saying and acknowledge that. And I could say I felt that no one has ever did that for me, but I had to take a step back and just realize today and catch that, like, okay, you gotta do it as well. So thank you for that. That was like, wow.
Yeah, you know that you was isolated at one point.
Yeah, and that's probably the hypocritical part about it, because like, what did I do? Tell me, how did I isolate myself from everyone? You can say it.
You went far. I mean, not like next door neighbor far, no. You went far. Talking, you crossing countries with kids, isolated for that long. But you were at peace, weren't you? You got your mind together. Your kids were happy. You was isolated and you didn't see it, but look how clear your mind was. And then isolated, by isolated I mean you were so isolated. It was days where no one would hear from you. And then you'll come back, oh hey sis. At least we know you're alive, okay?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
But it wasn't even me worrying, because I knew that you were in good hands. So I'm like, why would I sit here and worry, because I know she's fine. I know you just didn't do it, just, you know, walking in the flesh. I know you did it off of fasting and praying. Make sure you're reading. So that was just, me, I salute you, because that was a big step. That was a big step.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm telling my kids, you know your auntie was so far to go across the country with 2 kids, and they tell nobody we looking for her. She over there on boats, having the best time of her life.
Man, it hurts, but it feels so good at the same time. And I only have one, like, all praises to I am in Abba. Man, at the right time. Man. This is crazy. Maya, you are a servant of the Most High. Girl, for you to allow him to let the rock just take over in that moment. Like, girl,
This is the truth.
I know it's the truth, and that's what's crazy because I always want to just be able to like spit that truth, like, you know, so that the Most High can have His way, and that's it. Like, now I feel glad to be able to share what happened to me or what I experienced on that journey, man.
Not speaking the Swahili, going over there, people probably can guess you a foreigner. You go there thinking your phone gonna work and your phone don't work. like what?
Oh my goodness, and it's so crazy because I'm so humiliated at the same time, but like, you know, humility comes before honor, man. But I don't have no words to say, man. This is crazy, bruh.
You don't even know, man. People, family, dad and them come from. We know she over there, Maya. Just tell us. I'm like, I'm as clueless as y'all. I don't know where she's
at the same time, you did, because me and you were going. Me and you were going. So be honest.
Yeah, she called me at work. She was like, Maya, it's your TT picking, baby. Tell me where you sit. I'm like, I said, okay. I said, TT, she in Tanzania. She said, yeah, she's in Africa. Are you sure? No, I'm positive that's where she's at.
You should have said I was going to TT, but she left me. She left me. But it wasn't that. No, it was like I didn't want to be in the position to like drag you somewhere where I don't even know what I'm, you know, I'm just following the spirit, but you was following me. You couldn't do that.
I can't do that. Yeah, you're right.
So, and then I didn't want it to get to a point to where like, I got my sister at this airport, I don't want her to go, or we all the way in Ethiopia, or we're all the way in, you know, Dubai, and I'm like, no. So it was like, and it wasn't even that. It was I was being obedient. Mm-hmm. I felt that I was being obedient to do what I was told.
Right.
At first, I thought like, dang, I'm being. I didn't ever think that I was being deceived. I felt that I was doing what I was supposed to do, because it was like this, like, man, just being. I would say this, just humbly, not feeling like that I had, my spouse, like really there with me in a word, like, yeah, right there, like, with me experiencing that, me feeling that, abandonment, all that stuff, like,
but that wasn't a part of his journey.
Right. How did my song come? But I just... That day when I went outside and was like really just like seeking the Most High in it, like I had smoked a little bit before I kind of went out there, and it was like months past when I was like, dang, I can't keep like running after this man. Like if I'm, saying, hey, love me better, like that's not gonna make somebody love you better. Like I had to work on me. And he had to work on him. And I appreciate my brother for that. Like, I wish that we would keep a positive attitude with each other going forward, because we still got Aiden and everything. Mm-hmm. But, I know I'm going my separate way, he's going his separate way, but that's still my brother in Christ.
And you still have to...
Yeah, we, like, at the word, at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I came... outside, I was just working and stuff, like, in the word, and like it was like something weird had happened, and after that it was just like, the Rock I Bar, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna play like 11:59, because this is like, let me see, because like I feel like I don't know if. Let me see. Let me go to it. It was his 11:59 prequel, and I'll just have to like briefly like explain everything. All right, here you go. All right. So like the day that I had the first like, cause you want to know about the spiritual like thing that I, felt or whatever. Like the day when I went outside, I was, like I said, I had smoked a little bit before, and then I had went outside. I was reading this stuff, and then my husband just came outside and like, slid me his phone, and he was like, I'm just sitting there and I'm reading, and then like Orlando Brown popped up, and he was like, oh. Yeah, MF is restored in heaven. Oh, yeah, restored in heaven. Blah, blah. I knew it worked. Blah, 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 and all that stuff. And it was like weird. So like I don't know. It's just I felt like I was like in a fifth dimension. Or I felt like that they was like trying to tap into me through the phone or something like that. And it was like weird. So I was like, bro, I was just like, what? So I like jumped out of my chair and then came back. But it was like in the spirit. I'm like, hold on, what's going on? And I go back over there. And then he slid the phone away. But anyways, long story short, as I was coming back in the house, of course we laid down. We was gonna go to sleep, but we was in the living room on the couch or whatever. And I always like to kind of like listen to music at night and stuff like that. So like, it was like the commercial came on or something, and when I was sleeping, the commercial was like ding, like something about you finna be rich when you wake up. You're gonna be here, something, and then you got get on the airplane and then something. I don't know.
Kind of like a mind manipulation.
Yeah, like, but it was like through that commercial or something like that. But immediately, like, while I was asleep, immediately it was like, I don't know, it was like a ding. Because earlier that day, like, I heard something like in the back of my mind after I smoked whatever. I was like, man, I'm finna go outside and read, blah, blah, blah. It was like, dang, I knew she would. I don't know, but like, I don't know. But anyways, I don't want to jump into all that because I don't want to be rude. Yo, let me go all the way back. Because it was like, when I was asleep, after I had that whatever they was talking about, some riches and all that stuff while I'm in my dreams and I'm asleep or whatever, it was like I heard an elevator or like a ding ding, when his music started playing. As far as it was like, it looked like it was like an elevator, but it's not an elevator on this one, but it was an elevator on the other one. And I just felt like, I always like to just only listen to true music. I feel like I could hear from Yahushua. Mm-hmm. I feel like, I could be in my secret place and we all, think the same thing, stuff like that. So it's only certain music that I listen to. I feel like I'm in the secret place. Mm-hmm. But anyways, it came on and he was like, all these trumpets just want to lay down. And like when I heard the ding dings, like I froze in place. So you ever watch Who Cloned Tyrone?
Yeah, I just showed Keisha that movie a couple days ago. You
know how they was controlling people with the music and stuff like that? Mm-hmm. I feel like that's kind of what the commercials and all that stuff that was doing to me in that moment. So then I feel like who should kind of like, flip the script on them real quick. And then I just, felt this. And he was like, just dark rock, the light off and let down.
I ain't even on front. It's a nice hotel.
That's what I heard. And I was like, they was inside of my head. But I was woke. I was asleep. D was knocked out right behind me. Like he was paralyzed sleep. I'm asleep too. But I'm woke in the spirit. You understand that a little bit? It was like I was outside of my physical body. Like I was in my spirit. Yeah, I was in my spiritual body. On the first floor. Feel free to join in. They're having kosher drinks and all of that. To be honest, I'm just trying to go get some rest. I appreciate the offer though. You know what I mean? No worries. Look, I know you have a great task ahead of you. I know exactly what you have to do. And you know who Michael is? Michael the Archangel? Mm-mm. So Michael is an archangel that defeated Satan, in heaven and stuff like that. And Michael also, if you ever read Daniel 12, read the book of Daniel, Michael is in there as well. So I feel like, do your research on, all that stuff, like just write it down and stuff like that. You'll know, who he is. But the Rock Bible was like, what you mean, what I got to do or whatever. But Michael already knew what he needed to do. And it was seeming like Michael was with me and him and the Ruach all in that same sense, like, you know, when I was experiencing all this stuff. So I figured, like, when I went, since I've been going through all this stuff, by the time I got to Tanzania and all that stuff, then this man and his family and them already expected me. Like, everybody as far as the remnant is already like expecting me, or they waiting on me to get there. So that's why I feel like it was kind of like messed up, or like thrown off or different in reality, because it's like, dang, don't nobody know what the Most High doing. Like, we just have to be obedient. But that's why he was like, see? He didn't even know.
Discuss that right now, but here's your room key. You're on floor 11, room 59. Enjoy your stay at Midnight Hotel. Floor 11, room 59.
And it was crazy, man. That's why I was so like quiet. Like, it wasn't to get away from nobody. It was like I had to be obedient, man.
Floor 11, room 59. Call 144. His name, Michael. Man, let me get on this elevator. Oh, man, it's crazy.
So at this point, I'm asleep, and I feel like I'm like, you know, shit. The rock I bar said, time to elevate, tune everything out. That's what I did, and I felt like my spirit just left, like, you know, my body, like, kind of like right there where he was. He was like, I gotta go, come up, you know. But I felt this was Yahushua, not the rock I bar. And I.
Father knows if you listen, it most likely you didn't choose the common road. Narrow path vibes, repent and baptize. Imagine if we didn't backslide and give up that E5.
And all of this was because I was so. And then here's the third little. And like, I'm seeing all of this stuff, but I'm asleep. So it was like, I don't know. And it was like, all right. Then the voice was like, yeah. And it was like, they was inside of my head, like coming, like, it was like in the spirit, like they was trying to find, I guess, my soul or my heart or something. I don't know. They was like, so I thought they were saying, like, you know, my head was nice. Like, I always, you know, I was reading in my word. Like, I feel like I was becoming a remnant. And he stopped the keys down, and I felt something sit down in my heart.
Okay, so Gabriel brought him the message, and then two other men appeared. Verse 6 of Daniel 12, it says, and one said to the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, hold on. If there were two men on the banks of the river, who is this man on the waters? Mashayah. Hold on, I didn't even see that. How did I miss that? I've read this, but I didn't. It says, he was clothed in linen, and they asked him, how long shall it be to the end of these wonders? Verse 7. And I heard the man clothed in linen, which was upon the waters of the river, when he held up his right hand and his left hand unto heaven, and swore by him that liveth forever, that it shall be for a time and a half. And when he shall have accomplished to scatter the power of the holy people, all these things shall be finished.
Look, here come affliction. The more we get oppressed, the more we multiply. The more we multiply, the more we wake the tribe. Through much tribulation, we gon' come alive. He gon' get us out of Egypt, y'all, second time. Word hit my head, I got blood on my mind. He said no players by the blood, we alive. We keep these laws, we escaping that fire. Esau is falling while Jake on the rise. When judgment's in the earth, then they gon' learn righteousness. We telling you, you chosen, nigga, why you fighting this? It's in your DNA, get ready for enlightenment. You the light of the world, wake up, we were sent. They say Messiah is an idol. That idol got me running to the Father laws. No food